Because doing YouTube consistently without strategic clarity can create a lot of wasted effort. You end up optimizing content that was never aligned with the right audience in the first place. That is exhausting. A lot of business YouTube channels are active without being strategic. And nope, these are not the same thing. I'm Matthew Pearce, and from this little corner of the tiki bar, I want to talk to you about something that I see constantly. Businesses posting videos without really understanding what the channel is supposed to do. And honestly, I get why that happens. YouTube, it just feels urgent. There's pressure to upload, pressure to stay consistent, pressure to feed the algorithm. So teams start producing content before they've answered the bigger questions. Who are we trying to reach? What stage of the buyer journey are they in? What kinds of conversations actually move the decisions forward? And what role should this channel actually play in our business growth? See, without those answers, the content starts becoming reactive. A little educational content here, a trend video there, maybe a podcast clip, maybe a product demo. There's no real system holding it all together. And over time, the channel starts drifting. Not because the team is lazy, but because the strategy, it never was fully clear. See, one thing I learned working with businesses is this. Content consistency doesn't automatically create business consistency. You can upload every week for years and still attract the wrong audience, still generate low intent traffic, still fail to support real buying decisions because activity alone isn't strategy. Clarity is. And honestly, that's one reason I think a lot of business channels underperform. Not because the videos are terrible, not because the editing is weak, but because the channel itself doesn't have a clear strategic identity. It doesn't know who it's really for. A strong business channel usually has clarity around these things, who the audience is, what problems they're trying to solve, and what role this content plays in helping them move towards a decision. That changes everything. Topic selection changes, messaging changes, measurement changes, even thumbnails and titles improve because the targeting gets cleaner. And I think this matters even more because AI, you see, is accelerating content creation. More creators are publishing. There's more content than ever before. And more content does not automatically create more trust. In a crowded environment, clarity becomes the advantage. The channels that win are usually not the loudest, they are the clearest. They understand exactly who they're trying to help. They consistently reinforce that positioning over time. That's strategy. That's not random uploading. That's not chasing views, not publishing because the calendar says it's time to publish another video. Honestly, I think businesses need to become more comfortable slowing down long enough to build that foundation correctly. Because doing YouTube consistently without strategic clarity can create a lot of wasted effort. You end up optimizing content that was never aligned with the right audience in the first place. That is exhausting. A clear strategy doesn't just improve performance, it improves focus. It helps every video build on the one before it. That's when a channel starts feeling intentional, and intentional channels usually build more trust. I'm Matthew Pearce, and here we keep coming back to the one question: how does this help grow the business? Because uploading content is easy. Building a channel that consistently reaches the right people, that is the real work.